states that doctor is within the top 15 most wanted careers for children. And I'm sure at one point all of you have considered being a doctor, and it may not be because your love for finding chemical cures or you love studying the body, but I found that the cool white coat and the high salary is on the top of the incentive list. But being a doctor and becoming a doctor is not all jets and TV rescues and such. It's a very hard, grueling, long process, and today I'm going to walk you through it, and I'm going to give you all the steps you must take to become a doctor or an MD. So hopefully by the end of today you're going to better appreciate our doctors and be more thankful for the dedication that they give you. And if you decide after this speech that this is something that sounds amazing and you want to try it, maybe a doctor is a career for you. So if you hate the amount of years you're required to sit in school and learn and practice handwriting and such, then this is definitely a bad choice for you. Mostly because becoming a doctor takes a minimum of 12 years, and that MD title doesn't come from easy listening and such. It requires a lot of study and hard work. So the first step in becoming an MD or medical doctor is to get your bachelor's degree. A lot of people probably have this. This is just a 4-year college degree. You can get this degree at any college of your choosing, and you're not required to have a specific major, but a majority of medical students or future doctors major in chemistry or biology. And this is because, though you may not be required of a specific major, you are required to have coursework in biology, chemistry, physics, and mathematics. So might as well get a major in one of those. And also this is going to help you with the future tests you must take to become a doctor and the tests while you're in medical school. So this bachelor's degree is said to determine whether you're going to make it through that path of becoming a doctor, because it's very hard. A pre-med major is one of the hardest majors because D equals degree does not apply to them. While other students who don't have to go to a postgraduate school, D equals degree, they get their degree, they move on, super easy. Our GPA still matters. So if you don't have a high GPA, your likelihood of getting into medical school is much lower. And a lot of people end up switching because of this. So by junior year, you must complete the next step, which is taking the MCAT. So these two steps kind of intertwine, and this is a direct quote from PrincetonReview.com. The MCAT is a 7.5-hour test, including sections from chemical and physical foundations of biological systems, critical analysis and reasoning skills, biology and biochemical foundations of living systems, psychological and social biological foundations of behavior. So these are all just different parts of a scientific combination. Like I said earlier, everyone must take the MCAT to get into medical school, and the score of the MCAT is arguably your leading factor of whether you're going to get into your dream school. And because it is a 7.5-hour test, people recommend studying for a minimum of 6 months, because you must train your brain not only to know all the facts you have to have, but to focus and do well for 7.5 hours. Lots of material is floating around to help you with this. Different books and studies and such. But it's all based on determination. No matter how smart you are, taking a 7.5-hour test is going to be grueling. So if you are determined to get through this, you definitely will. And if you've come this far, you've taken your test, you've worked on your degrees, and you're still willing to become a doctor, you've probably gotten accepted into medical school, which is the next step. So medical school is another 4 years, just like college, but it's broken down into 2 parts. The first 2 years is a lot of coursework in classroom and laboratories, just like a college would be, but the second 2 is actually hands-on work with patients under doctors. The goal for medical school is to find the exact kind of doctor you want to be, because there's so many different kinds. The hands-on allows you to find your likes and your dislikes and change your interests, and a large number of people end up actually changing what type of doctor they want to be because of this. So this one, yes, it's hard, but overall this helps you to choose what kind of doctor you want to be and be happy with it completely. A lot of people switch because of the large amount of stress that this puts on you, and they end up going to medical school and not going past. They find a different job in the medical field. But there's another 4 years after this, and this is called residency, and if you're still determined, you'll make it through. So residency is another 4 years, but it's a program. So this program is a lot like a relationship to get in. You begin interviewing while you're in medical school. And if the program likes you, and then you like them, you pick each other. And if you guys picked each other fast enough, you kind of start a relationship, just like a normal human relationship would be, but it's in a program. So this process allows you to work under a certified doctor who has been practicing for a long time, and they're going to check your work. You're going to actually go in, you're going to do your patient visits, you're going to do everything a normal doctor would do, except for you're learning the ropes on how to be a doctor on your own with the guidance of a doctor that knows exactly what they're doing and is confident. This helps you not only to learn the ropes, like I said, but this is going to ensure patient safety, because the doctor over you is going to be able to find the little mistakes that you make. Now, doctors or residents don't necessarily get paid very much. Their salary is a lot lower, considering they have to have someone looking over them at all times. And yes, this is stressful, but it will 100% be worth it. So hopefully by now you understand the steps it takes to become a doctor. And yes, 12 years is very stressful and it's very grueling, but we should all be very thankful for the doctors that we have, because their dedication allows us to be happy and healthy. So next time you're sitting in the waiting room and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been sitting here for 5 minutes, I'm so over this, I want to leave, why aren't these doctors moving faster? Think about the 12 years they dedicated to that one day for you, and be a little bit more patient. And if this sounded like a fun thing to do and all these tests sounded like a good idea and you want to go for it, maybe you should consider becoming a doctor.